Hey man, what's going on with you guys today? I am Analyst A10K and I am back in the building with the third part of my series, What Not to Do When Talking to Women. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what's about to take place in this video, we're going to be showing and analyzing some of the worst attempts at talking to women that have ever been posted to a social media platform. So you at home don't end up doing any of this blasphemy when you're out and about trying to talk to women. But now that you're all caught up, let's go ahead and get into this business. Okay, so let's get started. In this first clip, we have a man that goes by the name of Lion.Smith, and he accidentally posted one of the best step-by-step tutorials of everything not to do when approaching a female.
You speak English? No. Español.
Sí, español.
Tú es muy bonita.
Gracias.
What's your name?
Tiffany.
Can I say hello? Yes. What's your name?
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Sí.
Where are you from?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Sí.
Are you single?
Okay, so now that you've seen the clip, let's do an instant replay deep dive at one of the worst examples of talking to women. So off rip, when he asks her if she speaks English, she stops and thinks, which can either mean one of two things. Either one, which is what I personally believe, she was hoping that Lion Smith wasn't a bilingual man and that would have been the end of the conversation. Or two, she actually had to process what was being said to her because she actually doesn't speak English. Now, after he gives her a compliment, she keeps it respectful and says thank you and begins to walk away, which in 98% of any man's mind means it's over with and it's time to move on to the next one. But this is why this man is undoubtedly an all-time great when it comes to getting curved by females, because he proceeds to keep the conversation going and follows her around the store, which as a Division I scout, if I see any of my players almost harassing a female mid-play, you will have your scholarship revoked and will immediately be cut from the squad mid-game. But as he sees her walking away, he continues to follow her and tries to ask her if she's in a relationship, which leads to him finally ending the conversation because she said she was in one, and then he finally goes about his day. Now, the main reason this clip made the video is not only because this is eye-terrorizing film to study, but the main takeaway here is knowing when to pass the ball and give up your shot. Look, all I'm saying is if he wants to compete at the next level, he needs to know when to give up the rock. You know what I'm saying? Because this shot right here is equivalent to taking a fadeaway three-pointer with 3 defenders in your face, and this is why he's a one-star recruit, because the greats of this game understand when to get to your spot on the floor and shoot, but then they also understand when to kick out to the open man, and you can simply just not shoot every single shot that you see. Now, in this next clip, we have a man shooting one of the most low percentage shots a man can take, and as I've said before in previous breakdowns, these type of shots is what separates NBA type of talent from your local back-to-back defending world champion in the LA Fitness Men's League.
Anyone of you guys single?
I'm not, sorry.
You're not? Are you? I thought you were cute. Is there any way I could get your Instagram?
What if she just looks
I mean, both of you guys look good, so like.
It's okay.
Good. Alright, have a good day.
Alright, so starting off this deep dive, he already lowered his chances at getting a bucket by approaching 2 women and asking if they're both single. If you're going to approach a group of females or a duo and try to clutch a solo squad, you need to figure out which one you're actually going to be pursuing, because no female on earth wants to be the replacement, or you're only talking to her because her friend was not trying to talk to you. So you need to try your best to get that one-on-one matchup out the gate. Now, although he lowered his chances at getting a bucket, he still could have got to the cup and kissed it off the glass, because one of the young ladies asked what if she would have said she wasn't single. At that point, he could have said something along the lines of, I really came over here for you, but she answered my question first and I didn't want to be disrespectful, and it possibly could have worked. But instead, this man proceeds to say, both of you look good, which is possibly one of the worst recoveries I've ever seen in my days of scouting this sport. Okay, so the big question here is, what did we learn from this? 1, if you're going to approach a female and she's with a friend, try to get your isolation matchup. 2, never compliment the entire group if you're going for a specific female. And 3, always have counter dribble moves in your bag just in case something goes wrong. In that case, you will always have a reliable counter. Alright, now for the final clip of today's video, we have a man that is going to be showing us his Hall of Fame skills at getting rejected by multiple women in the span of an hour.
I like your shirt.
Oh, it's Danielle. I can invite her.
You are? Wait, you got a boyfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Great. Excuse me? Yo, excuse me? Are you single by any chance?
No.
Hey, Mark. Yo, excuse me. Yo, excuse me. Yo, excuse me. God damn, Kari.
Yeah,
Okay, so boom. For the first female he approaches, he leads with a respectable compliment by saying something nice about her outfit, which is always a great old school move. But as I've stated before, if a female fails to break stride and continues walking in a different direction, you have to wrap it up. Instead, he proceeds to ask her from a far distance if she has a boyfriend, and she says yes, which made his fundamental move at the beginning get overlooked by a sweet rejection at the rim. And then for the next female he approaches, he leads horribly by asking if she's single by any chance, which a lot of men believe this is a good opening statement, and I personally cannot agree with that, because if she wants to talk to you, she will talk to you regardless of her relationship status. And I personally believe questions like that should not be asked until you guys are actually conversating at a different point in time. And then for the final approach of this video, he once again shoots a low percentage shot because he doesn't understand floor spacing. And all I'm trying to say is him and his friends are posted up next to a mall kiosk. So 9 times out of 10, if you say, yo, excuse me, any human would think you're trying to sell them something, so he gets absolutely ignored and obliterated in 4K. Alright, now the few takeaways we have from this clip is, most importantly, stop talking to women that aren't going to stop walking and talk to you after you engage in a conversation, because if you're shouting from across the mall, that makes you look quite goofy. And then you have to understand where you're at on the floor and pay attention to the positioning of the defense so that you can get to your money spots on the floor and shoot high percentage looks. But with all that being said, I feel as if we have done enough deep diving for the day. So if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and y'all be easy, y'all be safe, y'all stay out the way. I will catch you guys in the next one. I am out, man. Peace.